Hello guys, and welcome to another brand new video on the channel today at MBGKA. Today you're going to see a cutback session which is going to involve lots of variation and lots of randomness. Try to create this as much as I can in the sense of trying to make it real, so the decisions from the goalkeepers and the actions that are going to take place are going to be quite random. It's going to be set within a slight routine over the progressions which I'll explain in the voiceover as usual on the drill, but hopefully you'll see a lot of great goalkeeping, and we're trying to do some different elements in this cutback drill that could simulate what might happen in an actual match. Got some great goalkeepers in tonight, including professional goalkeeper Harry Brooks, who was featured on a previous video earlier in lockdown where he explained a day in the life of a professional goalkeeper. If you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, we really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, it allows us to reach as many like-minded goalkeeping enthusiasts as possible, whilst it also really helps me out a great deal as I try to build the channel. So thank you so much for your support. So once again, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you all in the session. Right guys, so you join us at the beginning of this session, which is a cutback, reactions and shot stopping session. So we're trying to combine multiple disciplines into one session here. One of the big bonuses I have at MBGKA is being a goalkeeper coach in business and work with all different ages and abilities. I do work up to 28 to 30 sessions a week currently post-lockdown. So we're in a position where I can try lots of different things and lots of different situations, a little bit of trial and error sometimes in terms of drills. But the ultimate goal, particularly in this session with these senior goalkeepers, is to keep this as game realistic as possible as the session progresses. So all you're seeing here is some light activation work, and we've got two phases for the activation work in terms of this that you're going to see as we move into the second stage here. So the first bit is just turning off the post into a central position. So just getting used to turning the hips quickly and turning the outside foot and getting into line. And then the second phase, as you can see here, is turning off the post into an angled position, because ultimately in this session, all of the different positions of the ball are going to come from the central positions and angle positions, and with the ball coming from a cutback position, which they're turning it in from. And in this session, you join us with professional goalkeeper Harry Brooks, non-league goalkeepers Tom Benham and Ben, and also young Folkes Invicta goalkeepers Connor, who is second year under 18s, and Lucas, who is going into first year under 18s. Ready? Go. Well done. Check in. Yes. Good recover. Whoa, what a save! Unbelievable. You ready? What a great save from Lucas to kick off this next section. As you can see in this drill, this is the first main phase of the practice. So what we're looking at here for the goalkeeper in terms of movements and relation to what this session is about is the keeper starts in a high position and reacts off of the bounce of the ball, where I'm sitting just behind this mannequin on your left, which you'll see later in the drill as the camera moves around. So they react for the bounce and turn in, and I step out to the right or the left of the body to finish. Now this is obviously trying to recreate a person with a ball, maybe taking a touch, moving out and finishing the strike. Once they've dealt with this situation, the goalkeeper then reacts into their cutback situation, where the player is fed the ball across into Ben, who is using the rebounder from Crazy Catch, and it's finished somewhere in the goal, and Ben is instructed to be within reason of random to giving the keeper a chance. So the keeper cannot guess, and they have to take up a position relative to where they may go in a game to where the ball is going and where it is served from.
Yes. Brilliant. Right hand. Oh, well done, Con. Yeah. Well done. Yeah, Ben. Yes, what a save.
So in terms of some of the little details of the goalkeepers we're looking for, particularly from senior keepers in this session, to begin with, we're looking at the goalkeeper understanding dropping off. So when we're dealing with this angled strike and they can't see it as well with the body in the way, particularly where I'm starting off with the bounce, the keeper having a position which is not too high and giving themselves time to deal with the strike on the angle, where in terms of pushing up, it may be detrimental to having reaction time, or maybe being lobbed or cut the ball back across, etc., depending if it was a bouncing ball for the lob. And then the goalkeeper's positioning for the second phase, which is on the cutback and heels being level, and understanding depth and dealing with the ball as it comes in. So what we're looking for here in terms of decision making is we took a little bit of decisions away from the keeper, where the ball is being served back at a pace away from them. So they cannot cut the ball out. It's going to be served back into a strike. So the goalkeeper then has to understand how far they drop back to depth and where they go to in the goal, and the position they take up in terms of their set position of how they are able to react and deal with the strike, depending on whether it's low, high, a bouncing ball. So a lot of interesting elements, a lot of interesting phases. As you can see here, if you're working with particular different age groups, I would recommend obviously taking care with the amount of speed you put on the serve. We are able here to work at a particular tempo and speed of service because we're dealing with very, very senior goalkeepers and older keepers who've been training for a long time. So just be careful with how you organise this yourself if you do go to structure this and use this particular setup.
Get up. Oh, doggo. Lucas, control your beast. It's not me, is it? It's Tim. Yeah, good. Up.
Come on, big dive.
Okay. Fair play, Harry. Go on, H. Great effort, by the way. Go on, Harry. Yes. Off his throw, yeah? Yes, up. Yeah, deal with it. Up, recover. Yes.
So once again, excellently demoed by Lucas in the first video, which you can see the drill for the next phase. What we're looking at here for the goalkeeper is a starting position in the middle. They react off the ball being played wide, which could be maybe a set in the middle of the box or a ball going spare. So the keeper reacts off of that movement of the ball, turns in and deals with the strike, and I'm either playing it in from inside the mannequin or outside the mannequin. Then react like phase one, get to the post and deal with the cutback, all the same principles. And then once they've dealt with the cutback, their next reaction to ball 3 is to quickly pop up, and I'm back about another 2 or 3 yards behind with the ball on the floor, and I have a decision of whether to play around the mannequin and take a touch or bring it inside and go very deep to the byline and play from there in terms of a shot. So there's lots of different components here for the goalkeeper to concentrate on. And then one of my favourite sayings, which was really interesting to hear Chris Sharp use this on a Pro GK video recently, is I want the goalkeepers to really try to break this down ball by ball, so it's not almost like a blur for them in terms of how they're actioning. They're trying to break it down ball by ball, take care, take time with their positions and their saves, and be really thoughtful about the process they're engaging in each section of the drill.
Fair enough, let's go.
So just for next phase, I'll let you enjoy some of the action and we'll come back to the voiceover very soon.
Oh, what's a save? Position, good. Right knee. Yes, hey. Up, hey. Good hands, mate. Love it. Yep. Safe, Ben. Go on, Ben. Yep. Well done, mate. What a save. Oh, up. What's a save? Let's go. Save. Yep. No, no. Yes, up. Position.
Yes. Brandon gloves out.
Great save. Well done.
Yes!
Go, come on. Well done, Harry. Go on, H. Good, go on, get their speed. Yeah, good hand. Go on, Harry. Oh, nearly. Fair enough.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, good
Big.
Good
save.
Open things up maybe on that one.
Yes!
Good save, yes. Oh. Good hand, well done, fair enough.
Oh, unlucky.
Get your legs out the way, you can't close.
Last season we played, wasn't
Yeah, go on, hand. Yes, Tom.
Good save!
Get up. Getting that.
Big save.
Save it up.
As we move into this final element, the main thing with me for this particular phase was to add in as much realism where possible within a structured routine for the goalkeepers. So hopefully you can see that this has taken a little bit of a move on from what we've just done in terms of the activation of the goalkeeper being from a moving ball. So whereas before we were starting from a closer distance here, I'm laying off the striker here. So it's a little layoff for the first ball. Then the keeper reacts into their cutback position and holds before they get that finish, which we've done before. And then the next phase for me, rather than being a meditated strike from the side where I may have the ball set, I'm playing off the rebounder. So I'm looking to take a touch off the rebounder and either strike in centrally, bring it wider, or if I want to, I can set the striker person behind me. However, this was a much lower possibility because obviously they'd already had that strike, so I didn't want to make that an action that happened too many times.
Yes, corner, up corner.
And as we said before, in terms of this final practice, we're looking for the goalkeeper to be very controlled and take their time ball by ball, try to section off the practice and think about it in a logical phase and a logical way so they're making good decisions and quality decisions for the different phases. So in particular for this practice, there's 3 different elements, which is the layoff and then the cutback and then the little touch out in terms of the shot of the last part. And then due to the increased unpredictability and chaos in this practice, we're once again looking for the goalkeeper to take good decisions and try to make logical thought processes about the positions they're taking up, what kind of save choice they're making, how high they go, the line of attack they take. Lots and lots of different things which I'm sure you can pick up from watching the video, and I'm sure you have your own thoughts on what you think the goalkeepers could do better or what they've also done very well.
What's the save? You're in a good position now, ready? Oh! Right. What's the finish? What's the fair in that? Save, hey, get up, hey! Oh no, yeah, Ben!
Oh my God!
Yes, stand up!
It's at the post.
Oh!
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the action, I hope it brought you some value, and I hope it might have some ideas that you can use in your own environments, particularly again, as usual, whether you're a goalkeeper yourself or whether you're a goalkeeper coach, and some of the drills you can do whether you have particular numbers in a session. So today we've had 5 goalkeepers working and myself to make the 6. However, this particular drill, you could adapt this to work with 3 people, and you could add and take bits away to suit whatever situation you're in. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Read all the comments, so leave your comments, let us know what you think. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.